Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, days of the year, and important birth and death anniversaries of 23rd August 2025, Saturday. Bengali date 6 ভাদ্র 1432. As per Benimadopsil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Amavasya and up to 1124 hours and after that Shukla Pratipad. Today's Nakshatra is Aslesha Nakshatra and up to 0119 hours and after that Mogha Nakshatra. Today is 235th day of the year. There are then 130 days left in 2025. Today is 34th Saturday of 2025. Today is Vrishabhotsava. Vrishabhotsava, observed on Bhadrapada Amavasya, is a traditional Hindu festival dedicated to bulls, Vrishabha, which are deeply revered in agrarian culture and also associated with Nandi, the sacred vehicle of Lord Shiva. Celebrated mainly in parts of Karnataka, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, the day honors the vital role of bulls in farming, symbolizing strength, fertility and prosperity. Farmers bathe and decorate their bulls with colorful ornaments, paint and bells. They worship them with rituals, offerings and prayers for good harvests and protection of cattle. In some regions, processions and symbolic bull races are also held, turning the festival into both a spiritual and community celebration. In 2025, Vrishabhotsava falls on 23rd August, Saturday. Today is Pola. Pola is a traditional harvest festival celebrated primarily in Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and parts of Telangana, dedicated to honoring bulls and oxen, which are essential to farming life. Observed on Pithori Amavasya, new moon day in the Hindu month of Bhadrapada, the festival sees farmers giving their bulls a day of rest, bathing and decorating them with colorful clothes, ornaments and painted horns before performing rituals and offering prayers for their health and strength. Children often participate by playing with small clay models of bulls called Matti Pola, while processions of adorned cattle add to the festive atmosphere. In 2025, Pola will be celebrated on 23rd August, Saturday. Today is ISRO Day. ISRO Day is observed on 23rd August to commemorate the historic achievement of the Chandrayaan-3 mission, when India successfully became the first country to land a spacecraft near the moon's south pole on 23rd August 2023. Declared as National Space Day by the Government of India, the occasion is dedicated to celebrating the Indian Space Research Organization's groundbreaking contributions to space exploration and technology. On this day, schools, institutions and science centers across the country organize exhibitions, lectures and outreach activities to inspire young minds and honor the efforts of scientists and engineers whose work has placed India among the world's leading space-faring nations. Today is National Space Day. National Space Day in India is celebrated on 23rd August each year to mark the landmark achievement of Chandrayaan-3's successful soft landing near the moon's south pole on 23rd August 2023, making India the first nation to reach this region. Declared by the Government of India in honor of this historic feat, the day recognizes the visionary work of the Indian Space Research Organizations and its scientists, while also inspiring future generations to pursue space science and technology. Across the country, schools, colleges and research institutions organize special programs, exhibitions and discussions to celebrate India's growing stature as a global leader in space exploration. Today is International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its abolition. The International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its Abolition, observed annually on 23rd August, was established by UNESCO to commemorate the 1791 uprising in Saint Domingue, present-day Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, which played a decisive role in the abolition of the transatlantic slave trade. The day honors the millions of men, women, and children who were victims of slavery, while recognizing the courage and resistance of those who fought against this inhuman system. It serves as a reminder of the importance of teaching the history of slavery, promoting human rights, and combating all forms of modern slavery, racism, and discrimination to ensure such atrocities are never repeated. Today is National Ride the Wind Day. National Ride the Wind Day, celebrated each year on 23rd August, commemorates the anniversary of the first human-powered flight in 1977, when the Gossamer Condor 2 successfully completed a mile-long flight and won the Creamer Prize. The day encourages people to embrace the spirit of adventure, innovation, and freedom symbolized by flight, whether by enjoying activities like hang gliding, kite flying, parasailing, or simply appreciating the marvels of aviation. It serves as both a tribute to human ingenuity in conquering the skies and a reminder to experience the joy of riding the wind in our own ways. Today is National Cuban Sandwich Day. National Cuban Sandwich Day, celebrated on 23rd August, honors the beloved Cuban sandwich, a flavorful creation that originated among Cuban immigrants in Florida, especially in Tampa and Miami. Traditionally made with Cuban bread, roast pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard, sometimes with salami in the Tampa variation, the Cuban sandwich has become a cultural and culinary icon. On this day, food lovers indulge in this hearty delicacy at restaurants, delis, and home kitchens, while communities celebrate its rich heritage that blends Cuban, Spanish, and American influences, showcasing how food can bring cultures together. Today is International Hashtag Day. International Hashtag Day, celebrated on 23rd August, marks the anniversary of the first use of hashtag symbol on Twitter in 2007, when Chris Messina suggested it as a way to group conversations online. What started as a simple idea has grown into a global digital phenomenon, shaping how people communicate, connect, and share information across social media platforms. On this day, users and brands reflect on the hashtag's power to spark movements, raise awareness, promote trends, and unite communities worldwide, highlighting its lasting impact on modern communications and culture. Today is Internet Day. Internet Day, observed on 23rd August, commemorates the launch of World Wide Web to the public in 1991 by British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee. The term Internet refers to a citizen of the Internet, someone who navigates and contributes to the digital world. This day celebrates the revolutionary impact of the web in transforming communication, education, business, and global connectivity, while also reminding people to use the Internet responsibly and ethically. It highlights both the vast opportunities and the challenges of the digital age, honoring a milestone that forever changed how humanity shares knowledge and interacts. Today is National Sponge Cake Day. National Sponge Cake Day, celebrated on 23rd August, honors the light, fluffy, and versatile dessert that has delighted sweet lovers for centuries. Known for its simple ingredients, eggs, sugar, flour, and sometimes flavorings like vanilla or lemon, sponge cake is cherished for its airy texture and adaptability, serving as the base for countless desserts such as layered cakes, trifles, and rollades. On this day, bakers and food enthusiasts enjoy preparing and sharing sponge cakes in creative variations, celebrating a timeless treat that continues to bring joy to gatherings tea times, and celebrations around the world. Today is International Blind Dog Day. International Blind Dog Day, observed on 23rd August, is dedicated to celebrating and raising awareness about blind and visually impaired dogs, highlighting their resilience, adaptability, and unwavering ability to live joyful lives. The day encourages compassion, education, and support for blind dogs, reminding people that vision loss does not diminish their capacity for love, loyalty, and companionship. It also advocates for adopting and caring for blind pets, breaking stigmas, and providing them with safe, nurturing environments where they can thrive just like any other dog. Today is Find Your Inner Nerd Day. Find Your Inner Nerd Day, celebrated on 23rd August, is a fun occasion that encourages people to proudly embrace their passions, quirks, and interests, whether in science, technology, gaming, comics, books, or any other field that sparks curiosity and joy. The day reminds us that being a nerd is about celebrating knowledge, creativity, and individuality rather than fitting into stereotypes. It inspires people to share their hobbies, explore new interests, and connect with like-minded communities, turning what was once seen as nerdy into a badge of pride and self-expression. Today is Black Ribbon Day. Black Ribbon Day, observed on 23rd August, is a day of remembrance for the victims of totalitarian regimes, particularly Nazism and Stalinism, and marks the anniversary of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact of 1939, which paved the way for World War II and decades of oppression in Eastern Europe. Established as the European Day of Remembrance for victims of Stalinism and Nazism, it honors the millions who suffered through deportations, executions, and loss of freedom under these brutal regimes. The day serves as a solemn reminder of the importance of protecting democracy, human rights, and freedom, ensuring that the tragedies of the past are never forgotten or repeated. Today is birth anniversary of Miss Anna Mani, 23rd August 1918 to 16th August 2001. Anna Mani was a pioneering Indian physicist and meteorologist, often called the Weather Woman of India, for her significant contributions to atmospheric sciences and instrumentation. Born in Pyramid, Kerala, she initially studied physics and later joined the Indian Meteorological Department, where she played a key role in developing and standardizing weather instruments in India. She was instrumental in setting up a network of solar radiation monitoring stations across the country and contributed to renewable energy research, particularly in solar and wind energy. Anna Mani authored numerous scientific papers and served as Deputy Director General of the Indian Meteorological Department. A strong advocate for women in science, she believed in precision, discipline, and independent thinking. Her work laid the foundations for modern weather forecasting in India. She passed away on 16th August 2001, leaving a legacy of scientific excellence and inspirations for future generations. Today is death anniversary of Miss Mary Tharp, 30th July 1920 to 23rd August 2006. Mary Tharp was a pioneering American geologist and oceanographic cartographer whose groundbreaking work revolutionized our understanding of the ocean floor. Working alongside geologist Bruce Higgins in the mid-20th century, she meticulously converted sonar data into detailed maps, revealing for the first time the mid-Atlantic ridge and the Rift Valley running along it. Her discovery provided crucial evidence for the then controversial theory of plate tectonics and continental drift, fundamentally reshaping the field of earth sciences. Despite facing gender barriers in a male-dominated profession, Tharp persevered, often working behind the scenes while others received recognitions for her insights. Over time, her contributions gained acknowledgement and she became celebrated as a visionary who turned abstract data into vivid visualizations of the seafloor. Her world maps, created with Hazen, not only advanced science but also captured public imaginations with their artistry and accuracy. Today, Mary Tharp is remembered as one of the most influential women in geology, whose work helped unlock the mysteries of Earth's hidden landscapes beneath the oceans. Today is death anniversary of Miss Aruti Saha, 24th September 1940 to 23rd August 1994. Aruti Saha was a legendary Indian long-distance swimmer who made history as the first Asian woman to swim across the English Channel in 1959. Born in Kolkata, she showed an extraordinary talent for swimming from a young age, winning her first gold medal at just 5 years old in a local competition. By her teens, she had already earned over 20 state level awards and represented India at the 1952 Helsinki Olympics, becoming one of the youngest participants. Inspired by fellow swimmer Mihir Sen's English Channel crossing, she set her sights on the same challenge and after an unsuccessful first attempt, triumphantly completed the 42 km swim on 29 September 1959, battling strong currents and cold waters for nearly 16 hours. Her achievement placed her in the global spotlight and shattered barriers for Indian women in sports. She was honored with the Padma Shri in 1960, becoming the first female sportsperson to receive this award in India. Beyond her athletic success, Aarti Shah became a symbol of perseverance, courage, and women's empowerment. Her legacy continues to inspire generations of athletes, especially young women, aspiring to break boundaries in competitive sports. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Thomas Huckle Wheeler, 15th June 1915 to 23rd August 2008. Thomas Huckle Wheeler was an American virologist and physician who played a pivotal role in advancing medical science through his groundbreaking work on cultivating viruses in tissue cultures. Alongside John Enders and Frederick Robbins, he successfully grew the poliovirus in non-nervous tissue in 1949, a discovery that laid the foundations for the development of the polio vaccine, saving millions of lives worldwide. For this achievement, the trio was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1954. Wheeler also made significant contributions to the study of other infectious diseases, including rubella, cytomegalovirus, and varicella chickenpox. As a professor at Harvard School of Public Health, his work extended beyond the laboratory as he also served in leadership roles in various health organizations influencing global health policies. Wheeler's scientific curiosity combined with his perseverance helped open new paths in virology at a time when many viral diseases seemed insurmountable. Remembered as a pioneer in medical research, his legacy continues to impact modern medicine and immunology. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Thomas Arthur Stage, 23rd August 1940 to 9th October 2018. Thomas Arthur Stage was an American biochemist renowned for his pioneering research on the structure and function of the ribosome, the cellular machinery responsible for protein synthesis. Using X-ray crystallography, Stage along with his team mapped the atomic structure of the large ribosomal subunit, a breakthrough that transformed molecular biology and medicine. His work provided crucial insights into how antibiotics bind to ribosomes, paving the way for the development of new and more effective drugs. For this landmark discovery, he shared the 2009 Nobel Prize in Chemistry with Venkataraman Ramakrishnan and Ada Yanath, a long-time professor at Yale University and an investigator at the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. Stage was admired not only for his scientific brilliance but also for his mentorship of young researchers. He was also co-founder of Rebex Pharmaceuticals, reflecting his commitment to translating science into therapeutic advances. Throughout his career, he combined rigorous research with an adventurous spirit of discovery. Stage's legacy continues to influence biochemistry, medicine, and the fight against antibiotic resistance. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Robert Floyd Carl Jr., 23rd August 1993 to 3rd July 2022. Robert Floyd Carl Jr. was an American chemist best known for his groundbreaking discovery of fullerenes, a new form of carbon molecule, alongside Harold Kroto and Richard Smalley. This remarkable finding in 1985 revealed carbon atoms arranged in a hollow, cage-like structure resembling a soccer ball, famously named buckyballs, after architect Buckminster Fuller. The discovery opened up entirely new fields of research in nanotechnology, material science, and medicine, with potential applications ranging from drug delivery systems to superconductors. For this pioneering work, Carl shared the 1996 Nobel Prize in Chemistry with Kroto and Smalley. A dedicated educator, he spent much of his career as a professor at Rice University, where he was admired for his approachable teaching style and passion for science. Beyond his research, Carl was known for his humility and generosity in mentoring students and young scientists. His contributions fundamentally expanded our understanding of carbon's versatility and reshaped modern chemistry. Today, Robert Carl is remembered as both a Nobel laureate and a teacher who inspired countless future scientists. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Robert Martin Solow, 23rd August 1924 to 21st December 2023. Robert Martin Solow was an influential American economist celebrated for his pioneering work on economic growth theory. He developed the Solow-Schwann growth model in 1950s, which introduced the role of technological progress, capital accumulation, and labor in driving long-term economic growth. His model demonstrated that sustained growth cannot rely solely on capital and labor, but critically depends on technological innovation, reshaping how economists and policymakers understand development. For these profound contributions, he was awarded the 1987 Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences. Solow spent much of his career as a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, where he trained generations of leading economists. He also served as an advisor to governments and institutions, influencing policies on growth and productivity. Known for his clarity of thought and sharp wit, he combined rigorous theory with practical insight. Solow's work remains a cornerstone of modern macroeconomics, and his legacy endures in both academia and global economic policy. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Kenneth Joseph Arrow, 23rd August 1921 to 21st February 2017. Kenneth Joseph Arrow was a towering American economist whose groundbreaking contributions transformed modern economic theory. He is best known for his impossibility theorem in social choice theory, which demonstrated the inherent limitations in designing a perfect voting system that fairly represents individual preferences. His work extended far beyond this, encompassing general equilibrium theory, welfare economics, and risk analysis, all of which became foundational to contemporary economics. In 1972, he shared the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences with John Hicks for their pioneering work on general equilibrium and welfare theory. A long-time professor at Stanford and Harvard, Arrow mentored numerous future Nobel laureates and was admired for his intellectual depth and humility. His research also influenced fields like health economics, innovation, and information theory, making him one of the most versatile thinkers of the 20th century. Known for bridging abstract theory with real-world application, Arrow's insights continue to shape economics and social sciences today. His legacy endures as that of a true pioneer who expanded the boundaries of human knowledge. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Baron Georges Cuvier, 23rd August 1769 to 13th May 1832. Baron Georges Cuvier was a pioneering French naturalist and zoologist, often regarded as the founding father of paleontology. He established the concept of extinction as a scientific reality by carefully studying fossils and comparing them with living species, showing that some creatures once alive on Earth no longer existed. Cuvier also advanced comparative anatomy, classifying animals based on structural similarities and laying the groundwork for modern taxonomy. His studies of fossil elephants led to the identification of the mammoth and the mastodon as distinct extinct species, challenging long-held beliefs of an unchanging natural world. He introduced the theory of catastrophism, suggesting that sudden violent events shaped Earth's geological history, opposing gradualist views. As a professor at the Museum National of the Histoire Naturelle in Paris, he influenced generations of scientists. Though he resisted early revolutionary theories, his meticulous methods shaped biology, geology, and paleontology for centuries. Cuvier's legacy remains as a brilliant observer who fundamentally changed humanity's understanding of life's history on Earth. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Harabu Venkatarasimha Varadaraja Iyengar, 23rd August 1902 to 28th February 1978. Harabu Venkatarasimha Varadaraja Iyengar, H.B.R. Iyengar, was a distinguished Indian civil servant and the 6th Governor of the Reserve Bank of India (RBI), serving from 1st March 1957 to 28th February 1962. A member of the Indian Civil Service (ICS), he played a vital role in shaping India's monetary policy during the early decades after independence. His tenure witnessed the modernization of banking operations, greater emphasis on financial stability, and the expansion of banking sector to support national development. Iyengar's signature is especially remembered on Indian currency notes of that period, such as the Rs 2 note featuring a tiger's head and the Ashoka pillar watermark, which today hold high numismatic interest. Before his RBI governorship, he served with distinction in various administrative roles, bringing his experience in governance to the financial sector. He also presided over a period when the RBI had to balance growth aspirations with challenges like inflation and resource mobilization. Iyengar's contributions left a lasting imprint on India's central banking system. He remains remembered as a capable administrator who steered the RBI with prudence and foresight. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Stanford Moody, 4th September 1913 to 23rd August 1982. Stanford Moody was an American biochemist renowned for his pioneering research on the structure of proteins and enzymes. Alongside William Howard Stein, he developed advanced techniques in chromatography to analyze amino acids, which enabled them to determine the complete amino acid sequence of ribonucleases, a groundbreaking achievement in protein chemistry. His work provided deep insights into how the sequence of amino acids determines the structure and function of enzymes, helping establish the foundations of modern molecular biology. For these contributions, Moody shared the 1972 Nobel Prize in Chemistry with Stein and Christian Anfinsen, a long-time professor at Rockefeller University. He was admired for his precision, innovations, and dedication to advancing biochemical research. His studies also shed light on enzyme activity, contributing to the understanding of how proteins catalyze essential life processes. Known for his collaborative spirit, Moody played a crucial role in shaping protein chemistry during the 20th century. His legacy continues to influence research in biochemistry, medicine, and biotechnology. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Reinhard Justus Reginald Seltan, 5th October 1930 to 23rd August 2016. Reinhard Justus Reginald Selten was a German economist celebrated as one of the founding figures of game theory and experimental economics. He made his most influential contributions by refining Nash equilibrium into the concept of sub-game perfect equilibrium, which provided a more precise tool for analyzing strategic interactions in sequential games. His innovative work bridged mathematical rigor with practical applications in economics, politics, and social behavior. In 1994, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences, shared with John Nash and John Harsanyi, for their pioneering analysis of equilibria in non-cooperative games. Beyond theory, Selten was also a trailblazer in experimental economics, conducting behavioral studies that tested and expanded upon classical economic models. He spent much of his academic career in Germany, notably at the University of Bonn, where he influenced generations of scholars. Known for his intellectual independence, he also explored fields such as bounded rationality, emphasizing realistic decision making over purely theoretical models. Selten's legacy remains central to economics, shaping both theory and practice in strategic thinking. Today is death anniversary of Mr. John Cowdery Kendrew, 24th March 1917 to 23rd August 1997. John Cowdery Kendrew was a British biochemist best known for his pioneering work in protein crystallography, which opened new frontiers in molecular biology. Working at the Cavendish Laboratory in Cambridge, he determined the three-dimensional structure of myoglobin, the protein that stores oxygen in muscle cells, using X-ray crystallography. This achievement in 1958 marked the first ever atomic level structure of a protein, a milestone that transformed the understanding of biological processes at the molecular level. For this groundbreaking discovery, he shared the 1962 Nobel Prize in Chemistry with Max Perutz, who had solved the structure of hemoglobin. Kendrew was also a dedicated mentor and played a leading role in advancing scientific institutions, serving as the first director of the European Molecular Biology Laboratory in Heidelberg. His work not only illuminated how proteins function but also laid the foundations for structural biology, influencing medicine, genetics, and biotechnology. Known for his scientific rigor and vision, Kendrew's legacy remains central to modern molecular sciences. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Rudolf Valentino, 6th May 1895 to 23rd August 1926. Rudolf Valentino was an Italian-born American actor who rose to fame as one of the first great icons of the silent film era and became Hollywood's original Latin lover. He captivated audiences with his striking looks, charisma, and passionate screen presence in films such as The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse 1921, The Shake 1921, and The Blood and Sand 1922. Valentino's roles often emphasized exotic romance and mystery, which made him a symbol of male beauty and desire during the 1920s. Particularly adored by female fans, despite his relatively short career, he became an international superstar and cultural phenomenon. His untimely death at just 31 from peritonitis shocked the world and led to an outpouring of grief, with tens of thousands attending his funeral. The hysteria surrounding his passing solidified his status as one of the Hollywood's first tragic legends. Beyond his films, Valentino influenced fashion, masculinity, and the idea of the romantic hero in cinema. His legacy endures as a pioneering sex symbol and enduring figure of early Hollywood glamour. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, subscribe, and share.